there was a female designer.
Oh,
Chanel, was it?
Yeah, she was sucking the Nazis, yeah.
She was getting the schnitz.
Yeah. Coco Chanel.
Yeah, and then did they like drag her down the street and shave her head and stuff? Because that was pretty bad. Little post-liberation was pretty bad in Europe. The liberation was like the worst part of the whole thing. The Americans showed up and just took what they wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Americans raped a lot of women in Paris. They really took liberties in what they deserved.
Those are the spoils of war.
Yeah, you showed up and you went, what, you sucking a Nazi? And then they shaved them.
Is that right?
Yeah, you didn't hear all this stuff?
No.
That's what happens is the Nazis are whoever takes over, and then there's always one girl who makes croissants for some guy called Hans. And then when they chose the wrong team, everyone else goes,
now it's
all right.
time to pay.
Now it's not, we're going to shave you down, cover you in like Sharpie, draw pics all over your face in Sharpie. And
Get
gang.
the slumber party treatment.
Yes. Real prankster stuff. Shave your eyebrows and stuff. Yeah. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Colum Tyrrell Podcast. This week, joined by the great Shawn Gardini. Make sure you follow him on social media. Very good comic, young, funny guy from South Jersey, Philly area. He produces Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast. Little funny creep he is. So make sure you support him and check out everything that he's doing. He has his own podcast, which we will have linked in the description of the episode. Always, all of my dates are available at columtyrrell.com. I was just in Pittsburgh this weekend. Sorry to anyone that came out, but unfortunately, the venue had a water heater explosion type of thing. So we've had to reschedule that to June 4th. I'm not sure if the tickets are available yet, but Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, make sure you come out to that. I've got dates. I'm in Massachusetts, Block Island in Rhode Island, Providence. I'm in Texas. I'm going to be in Wisconsin. I've got loads of dates. Head off to columtyrrell.com. You'll see the full list. And if you want to see me somewhere else that's not on those lists, there's also a form you can fill out where you can sign up for my mailing list. And then once I have a certain number of people in any particular region, I can book a show there and you'll be the first person to find out. So please do that. Also, big news for me personally. I'm going to be recording my debut stand-up comedy special. Yes, folks. Thank you. Gas Digital presents. It's a brand new series of specials. Luis Gomez, Ralph Sutton, and along with the help of Rebecca Trent, they are recording 6 half-hour specials. It's Louis J. Gomez, Dave Smith, Kurt Metzger, Rich Foss, Jordan Jensen, and myself, Colum Tyrrell. New York City, July 10th, 11th, 12th. Tickets go on sale next Monday, which will be May 21st, I'm guessing. 22nd, tickets will be available. They're free. So I don't know. You say they go on sale, but they're free. So if you're in New York and you want to come out and see my first ever special, it's a half hour. Please do. I'd appreciate it. It's probably the time, I've had other offers before in the past for things like this similar, and I never felt like I wanted to really put anything out there. And now I think this is the time to put a half hour. I'll definitely talk about this in more detail on the Patreon. Head over to patreon.com/Colum Tyrrell, where you could have gotten this whole episode 5 days earlier, ad-free and unedited, and you also get a bonus episode every single week. So be cool, join the family. Starts as little as $5 a month, and it really helps support the whole podcast and everything that we're doing. All right, so that's all we really have to say up top. Enjoy the episode with Shawn Gardini. Let's go. Look at that.
Build that wall. Build that wall.
Lights, camera, action.
Gardini was enjoying my manliness of building a wall.
I know. Oh, yeah.
You're impressed by my...
It's very impressive.
It's not bad, right?
Yeah, it looks nice.
Have you ever built a wall?
No.
There you go. I'm going to build a wall guy. I'm out here just building walls.
Keep immigrants out of here.
Yes. Well, now that I'm in, we're
No more.
full. The old Tony
the cat.
Soprano. Hey, enough. Do you remember that in The
No,
Sopranos?
no.
Nah, you didn't even get it.
No, I didn't get it.
There's an episode where they're
His
talking.
sound-
I wish I had a Tony Sopranos drop, actually. Just go, gabagool. There's an episode where they're talking about how the Italians built America. And they're like how immigrants came over and they built America. And then they go, but not anymore. Through the roof. What's going on, Dave? You all right there?
Oh, nice.
Just a little. I love how you scale the.
Wait, did you leap over that desk?
He just jumped like a grasshopper straight over.
You're gonna do it again?
He's going back over that way too. It's
Yo.
what? I feel like you've caused more. Yeah. Oh my God. If you had it tumbled and took everything down,
Oh, the gear falls.
that would be so funny if the whole place just got destroyed by Dave.
This is a beautiful place.
Next time, just maybe walk across the camera. I think it was more distracting that you did this box jumping over the fucking. Listen, I read this today. Look, billionaire Peter Thiel says he signed up to be frozen and preserved when he dies so people can revive him in the future. He signed up to be cryogenically frozen when he dies so that he can potentially be revived in the future. Even though he is skeptical that it might work. He is worth an estimated $8.13 billion, according to some sources. Not bad, huh?
That's not bad. Didn't Walt Disney do that?
Did he?
I don't know. Is that true?
There was always room. Is he still frozen there?
So, yeah.
Is he just rocking out, Walt? Just covered in Nazi memorabilia?
yeah.
What was his deal? Was he was a Nazi sympathizer, was he?
I looked him up the other day or something, and they were saying, like, an article said that he was just as anti-Semitic as everyone else was back then.
Yeah, the right amount.
Yeah, he wasn't.
Yeah.
He was just skeptical.
He was just noticing a lot of the coincidence.
yes.
A lot of the coincidences that took place. Was there ever anything in any of the movies where Mickey Mouse turned around and did a little fucking did a little goose step and
I think there is actually. I think I do remember seeing a cartoon where there's Nazis.
yeah?
Nazi. Yeah.
Oh no, they were good Nazis. They were like maybe they made the show that they were good. Do you understand? Because if Walt Disney liked them, he would have it would have been the dirty.
True. They would. Yeah.
They would have made Jews like some sort of a, whatever. Even Mickey Mouse was based in blackface, right? Isn't that the Mickey Mouse is from the Minstrels, right?
It's very reminiscent. I've watched
Because he has the white gloves.
Yeah.
He's doing the whole fucking.
He dances. Yeah.
He's whistling a lot. Yeah. Very. That was a common.
He's showing up late for work.
He was. Oh, come on now, Gardini.
Sorry.
Yes. But I don't know if Walt Disney ever did anything else. I think he's just a supporter of the Nazis, which, you know what? I feel like people get a hard...
The Nazis get a bad rap.
Not the Nazis get a bad rap, but if you just picked a random horse, like if you just said, fuck it, I like this Hitler guy, he speaks with conviction, I don't know what he's really saying. You know what I mean?
True. It is like watching the Spanish weather lady and being like, I like her. You have no idea what she's saying. She's
luxurious,
just beautiful and captivating.
She's got massive, big cleavage. Yes.
If Hitler had big tits.
If Hitler had big tits, we'd be done for. He would have had the English vote. He would have had everyone's. This guy's all right. I
don't know what it is about him.
Yeah, if Hitler was like a Latina,
I think it's his eyes.
a Latina, a voluptuous Latina, that would have been pretty solid.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
Just walk around looking like Kim Kardashian or something. Or would we all been like, shh, shut up, tuts.
Yeah.
Shut up, just be pretty.
Yeah, sit there and look pretty.
You know them, you love them, folks. Sheet underwear. If having sticky balls and your penis stuck to your leg all summer isn't really your thing, it's time to try Sheet. This underwear features 2 pouches, one for your penis and one for those crown jewels to keep things separated. Cool and breezy. It comes in tons of awesome patterns and to help you look and feel great. Personal endorsement. I wear Sheet underwear a lot. For the ladies, check out SHEATH sports bras, bikini briefs, and boy shorts. Everything is lightweight, breathable, and ready for the summer heat. Go to sheathunderwear.com. Use code Collie, COLLIE, to get 20% off your first order. Plus, SHEATH Underwear's 100% money back guarantee. That's sheathunderwear.com. Promo code Collie. To get SHEATH Underwear, support the show and support your balls. But the problem is look, they had some good stuff, the Nazis. This is the problem. Fundamentally, they're not bad across the board, really. They had a certain percentage of them, of the whole thing was bad, which made all the rest of it pretty bad. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's like a hair in your food.
Yes, it's like that one time a waiter slaps you.
Now the whole thing's ruined.
Yes. A homeless guy shits in front of you in McDonald's. It doesn't mean you never go to McDonald's again. Yeah. And that's what I refer to as genocide in this metaphor. No, because they had the Hugo Boss outfits, right? The uniforms were Hugo Boss, am I right? Mm-hmm. Hugo Boss. Volkswagen was also part of their stuff. I went to Auschwitz, and there's a Volkswagen
on vacation.
I did actually go to Auschwitz on vacation for sure.
The bed and breakfast.
It was a coincidence, but it's a solid little spot.
Where's Auschwitz? In
Poland, near Krakow.
Okay.
Yeah. So I Googled cheapest alcohol in Europe, and Krakow, Poland came up, and I was like, "Fuck it, let me go to Poland." And that's how it worked. Honestly, I was like, I'll go spend the weekend, because if the beer is cheap, everything's fine.
Okay.
And
you live close to there. You took a train there.
Much like 2 million people.
No, I actually think it's 6 million.
You do?
I mean, 12.
12?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Great. What's your reasoning here?
I just think, they probably had a hard time counting. I think everyone likes to say it wasn't 6.
You think the Nazis round down?
More, yeah.
The Nazis round down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They also got us to the moon.
Who?
The Nazis.
Yeah. They did all right. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying they had. So if you go to Auschwitz, there's a little fire. Not like where they burnt the Jews. No, there's like a little...
It's like an eternal flame type thing?
No, not like the Olympic flame. No, where it's just kept going.
What is it then?
It's like a fireplace.
Like for marshmallows?
It's just a fireplace where they would burn wood.
Oh,
and
okay.
on the wall, there's the VW, the Volkswagen logo is imprinted on the side of it. And they don't like that. I think Volkswagen were like, can you get rid of that, please? And they're like, no, we must remember that you are very bold. You are very bold boy.
You helped us so much. Remember that? Remember how much you guys helped us?
Yeah. Look.
Hugo Boss. What's up with Hugo Boss? Everyone always mentions Hugo Boss. Are they still like a reputable brand?
They must be huge, right? They're still huge.
Yeah, they're still big, yeah. But they just designed the guy, Hugo Boss himself, designed the uniforms for them.
Mr. Boss.
Well, of course, here's the thing, is if you're in charge of a country, you're going to get the best people to make your stuff.
Yeah, if you're
and like, what's Hugo Boss going to be like? No, I'm not going to make you the very nice stockings. You don't deserve it.
Your pretty costumes.
Yeah, they didn't really give a fuck. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I think they had no choice but to help out,
Yeah, and I also think that there was a famous, there was a female designer, and she... Chanel, was it?
Yeah, she was sucking the Nazis, yeah. I read about that.
She's getting German cock. Schnitzel? She was getting the schnitz.
Yeah. The
Nazi schnitzel. And so she was French, right? So, and then it didn't take long for her to like jump sides. You got to do what you got to do to survive.
Yeah. Coco Chanel.
Yeah, and then did they like drag her down the street and shave her head and stuff? Because that was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. Little post... Liberation was pretty bad in Europe. The liberation was like the worst part of the whole thing. The Americans showed up and just took what they wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Americans raped a lot of women in Paris. They really took liberties in what they deserved.
Those are the spoils of war.
Yeah. You showed up and you went, what, you sucking a Nazi? And then they shaved them. And then they bukkake them pretty much on the street. Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, you didn't hear all this stuff?
No.
Because that's what problem
gotta
is.
look
Like,
into
that's what happens is the Nazis or whoever takes over, and then there's always one girl who makes croissants for some guy called Hans, and then
Yeah.
when they chose the wrong team, everyone else goes,
Now it's
all right,
time to pay.
now it's not, we're going to shave you down, cover you in like Sharpie, draw dicks all over your face in Sharpie, and
Get the
gang.
slumber party treatment.
Yes, real prankster stuff. Shave your eyebrows and stuff. Yeah,
No, I'm
Leave
not
it to-
touching that
that's
with a
crazy.
10-foot pole.
don't let them figure it out. Who is the best Asians?
Yeah.
Let them figure it out. But
They
that
all
was
look the
was
same to
rough.
me.
They were like putting a gun to someone's head and going like making them fuck their grandmother and things like that.
Yeah.
Wild. Wild.
That shit sucks.
That's not fun at all.
What a bummer.
Yeah. Then there's one guy's just like, all right.
Finally.
Oh, Granny.
Don't twist my arm.
Again. Yeah. Oh, we just did it before you came in here.
Yuck.
Yeah. So then America showed up. What was it? The fat man and the little boy, but pap.
Oh, yeah. Sayonara.
Good luck. Take that. Whatever happened there? Are the Japanese still all mashed? What?
They're very forgiving. Culture.
Mm.
Obama apologized to them, so we're good.
Did he?
Yeah, he like issued an apology.
Nah. They were antagonizing the beast. They were poking the bear. That's their own fault. Sorry, you're getting nuked. What? These are the
I
rules.
agree.
What's the point in making these weapons if we're not going to drop them on Japan?
Oh yeah.
Oppenheimer.
Yep.
They were the ops, dude. They got caught by Oppenheimer. Yeah, that shit's fucking nuts, too.
But like,
That's the ultimate game over.
yeah, but did they grow up with like extra arms or anything like that? Like
I
Chernobyl?
think they just like melted into the concrete and shit.
Yeah?
Well, maybe the people around the ground zero, or whatever the hell they call it, probably got a little radiation stuff going on.
Yeah.
There's a Chernobyl's too.
Yeah, Chernobyl's. Yeah,
And
yeah.
that still has like fucked up. They still have like fucked up animals and shit.
Now all these
around there.
YouTubers are just heading over to Chernobyl and like they're just like getting videos of like 8-armed cats and stuff. And these guys are coming back and they're getting like crazy headaches. There's going to be a generation of YouTubers with radiation poison.
with leukemia.
He's just like in there like smash that like button. Just,
Yeah, smack that like. I got
Just too
chemo
weak.
coming up this week. So
yeah.
any help?
Yeah,
Very
shaving my
much
head in
appreciated.
solidarity. It must be goofy now to catch cancer or radiation poison or whatever being a YouTuber. That must be like a tough luck, you know.
Yeah.
Well, they had that YouTuber recently, and this sounds horrible, but like they do like skinny cave diving. So like
Oh, they get naked and they.
maybe I don't know.
Wait, is that what you mean?
No, you think skinny dipping?
Yeah, that's-
No,
oh.
no. It's like these caves are like tiny little passages, and you can squeeze through them. And like there's videos of them, and they're like, I don't know if I can make it, and they're squeezing, and then one of these kids was
Makes
down
my
there.
palms sweat.
It's horrible. It seems like the most horrible thing. Yeah. It makes me more fucking, I don't know, claustrophobic around even just
me
thinking
too.
about it.
I do not like
And-
that. I do not like when the Russians climb on the scaffolding either. And
Oh,
do,
yeah.
like, somersaults and stuff.
Yeah, I love when they fall and you go, no, you idiot. Oh, you idiot.
They don't want to be Spider-Man so bad. Dude.
Yeah, whenever you see one of those like building guys slip and fall to his death, you go, cringe.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cringe.
That's an epic cringe.
Oh, epic cringe. Boom, 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 boom. Like you make a video of it, it goes black and white. Hello, darkness, my old friend. He's falling.
Yeah, the Grand Theft Auto wasted graphic comes up.
You just totally, yeah. Them making remixes. He goes, oh, it's like. You just got memed, son. That's epic.
Will
cringe.
get memed.
But there was a kid in one of these
Any of us
places.
can get memed.
There was a kid in the Philippines, and he was doing that deep water whatever, and he was like in this crack in this cave, and then it started raining somewhere. So then obviously the cave fills up with water because the rain comes in so fast.
Did he drown?
Yeah, drowned.
Like a bug, dude.
Like a bug. Never even got to post that final video. Now he's up. Now he's up in the sky streaming. Now he's streaming from
now
up
he's
there.
streaming from heaven.
All these all these YouTubers get together and go, yo, he's up in heaven. He's got 1 billion views, dude.
Yeah, he's got 1 million subscribers up in heaven.
Yeah.
He's collabing with his grandma.
Yeah, he's just a big angel angel wings. Yo, smash that. Smash that like button, baby.
Yeah, the thumbnail is like him with like angel wings. And like the
I spent 24 hours in heaven.
Yeah.
My first 24 hours. Angel wings unboxing.
Oh, that's fucking terrifying. Can you imagine that? Because it had to have happened the rain rising.
I don't know. I think it
just
happens
like,
fast enough.
My toes are getting wet. And you're like, oh, now my knees are getting wet. And it's just slowly like, all right, see you later.
It's wild. I met a guy at a bar, so I don't know if this is real, but I definitely did meet a guy at a bar. But he said this was his job. He was like a hipster kid, and he got a job at like a secondhand clothes, vintage store bullshit. So he worked in vintage clothing his whole life. And
gay.
Yeah. And so he knew he had all these like his job was finding new vintage clothes. Him and his buddies would go fucking scour the whole of America looking for fucking vintage clothes. And he's like, at one point they found some hoarder somewhere who used to buy like Wrangler jeans back when they were like in the 70s when they were cheap, and this guy would just hoard Wrangler jeans. And they gave this guy
Brett Favre.
Yeah.
Is that him? Is that Wrangler? Yeah.
Was he?
He's the sponsor he's sponsored by Wrangler.
Shout out to Brett.
Yeah, but I think that was before he sent his little penis out.
Oh,
Well, his
nothing wrong with that.
his average penis.
How many rings have you got? And how many times have you sent your little penis out?
A lot.
Well, if you want to just point fingers here, do you reckon like he had his fucking Super Bowl ring in the hand, like while he's holding his cock?
I don't know. We could look it up.
That would be the best photo.
I think he's like in Crocs or something, if I remember correctly.
That was the OG. That was the OG scandal. He was like the first one.
He just had another one too, didn't he? Where he was stealing money from all those.
Brett Favre has just been crushing it. He's always been doing stuff.
That's not so bad, actually. That's a normal
fine.
penis, yeah.
Yeah.
Big ring makes it look smaller.
Don't.
That's all.
There is no ring though, is there?
No.
It's a shame he should have the ring beside it. The problem is probably goes to scale. He needs to get a miniature one made.
I like how they just put like the stock photo of a dude laying naked.
Just a random naked guy.
Oh, is that him too with the face in it? Or is that just a guy who looks like Brett?
Where? On the left?
All the way to the right.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't. Is that him? Is that him? It looks different. It looks different from the angles.
Yeah, I think that's.
There's another hand there, by the way.
Guy.
That's also someone that's just
Yeah. There's a nice fella helping him out.
just
Squeezing it.
Yeah, a good friend, a fan. Some guy in a Packers shirt.
He's landing the plane, dude.
Yeah. Well, look, let him do his thing, you know. And then there's a random guy getting sucked off for some reason on that video. But yeah, Brett Favre's always been up to no good.
He's only human.
He's sending he's stealing money from charity or whatever. I think he set up some sort of charity fund, was it? And then just never gave any of the money. Some sort of like inner city fund, maybe.
Yeah, I think it was something like that too.
He set up some
I
sort
don't
of
know shit about anything. I keep bringing this stuff
He
up.
took
that I
like
barely know
taxpayer
anything
money
about.
and built like a
volleyball, like
volleyball facility for his daughter.
Yeah, at the college that his daughter goes to or something, he used like city funds to like build shit on it.
Yeah, good for him. Look, he's staying relevant. He's doing stuff. You know, a lot of these guys, once they retire, you never hear them again. And then Brett's just keeping
still turning tricks.
He's keeping his name in the news. That's the note. You know,
all press is good press.
all press is good. Exactly. That's what we always say here at the Colum Tyrrell Network. So sales are down. I'm gonna beat up an Asian on the street.
We're gonna talk about Hitler for 20 minutes.
The pros of Hitler.
Yeah, the pros and cons. He's had it too good for too long.
So this guy would go. Yeah. So he found this hoarder, and then they gave him like $200,000 for all these jeans because he just had like a warehouse full of these Wrangler jeans, and then he sold them off for like 200,000 for not 200,000, but like he was able to sell them for thousands of each. Yeah.
Damn.
For 1,000.
200,000's a lot of fucking money for a bunch of dungarees.
He also had so what they would do is they would travel around America and they go to these old like rural cities and towns, and they'd talk to people, and they'd hear about
Old Jimmy's got a whole shed full of dungarees.
What? They say there's a lot of jeans out west, there is, boy, and we're all heading in now.
The denim rush.
Yeah. They hear there's Wranglers out there west, boy. Be careful out there. The Indians might be getting you.
Engines. I haven't learned about the engines lately.
Yeah, so what they would do is they'd find old abandoned mines and coal mines and things like that. And then they would go to these people that own these land and say, hey, can we explore your coal mines? These mines have been closed from the early 1900s. And they go, they're like, well, for what? And they're like, we just want to...
We're looking for a dead Chinese guy.
We're looking for just a samurai sword. What they say is they would tell the guys, whatever we take, you guys can keep if you want. Like, they'd say to the owner, they go, whatever we take, you guys can keep. And then they were like, fine. And then they'd bring out all this stuff. But the owners didn't realize that they would show them like an old like lamp from like the fucking 1900s. And the owner would be like, oh, I'll keep that, you know. And then they would have like a pair of fucking jeans. But the jeans are worth 200.
Yeah, way more than a lamp.
But he's like, while he's down there, they're getting black lung, all this shit that's been dead. He's like, just collapses and all this stuff. This is his life. Just some hipster that would go underground looking for old fucking shit.
Treasure hunter.
Just
like
a little
Indiana Jones.
Yeah, exactly.
A little treasure hunter.
But there was a jacket. His friend found a jacket on one of the trips, and they sold it back to Wrangler. And it's like the first ever denim jacket, or one of them.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and it's like they have it in the head office now or something in Wrangler. It's like you walk in, it's like fucking.
They probably had a shit ton of money for that too.
Yeah, again, I met this guy at a pub, so he could be making all this up. Yeah. So, but I like to believe that this is true. I don't like the idea of some fucking hillbilly going, you can go down there if you want. There ain't much down there. And then he comes back out and he thinks he's struck gold with like a wallet.
Yeah. Like a old Coke bottle.
Yeah.
Dude, one time my parents got like this old big thing, like an antique thing that must have been like 100, I don't know, however many fucking years old. And they didn't know that like the patina on it makes it valuable. So me and my dad polished the whole thing, and they were like, "That could have been hundreds of dollars, and now it's worth nothing."
You polished the whole thing?
It just sits in our living room now.
No man, you tried to renovate it and
could have got up. We could have came up on that fucking big bin thing. It was like a big tin jug or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, interesting. I remember once we got my house, the flooring renovated in my house, and there was an old Coke can in there. It was like this hard can that, you know, like one of those. They used to have you have to pop it. Yeah. You used to have to pull it off like a fucking.
Back in the day.
Like sardines almost type of thing. You'd rip it off. And I remember finding it when I was a kid. I guess some guy who was building the house just fucking threw it there on his lunch, didn't give a fuck. And then I remember finding it going, oh yeah, this will be worth fucking money now someday.
Do you still have it?
I'm sure it's in my attic somewhere. Waiting for it to. Surely not worth any money at all.
You gotta find that hipster and be like.
Is this old Coke can from the 70s worth anything?
And I have a trip for you in Dublin, an excursion you need to go on into my attic.
Go through my floorboards.
I save shit like that all the time. I'm a fucking dumbass.
Yeah, you thinking this is going to change things?
Someday this is going to be worth a lot of money. I still have baseball cards that are worth fucking nothing. I still have I don't think I have many more, but I collected when I was a kid. I collected all of the Star Wars toys at McDonald's.
Okay, nice. The Happy Meal toys?
Yeah,
they ain't worth shit, dude. They ain't
for like
worth
one of the
shit.
prequels. They did like a special release of all these Star Wars toys, and I was like, Dad, we have to go to Star Wars. I'm 2 away, and if they gave me like one I already had, I would be such a little bitch about it, and I'd be like, no, I need all 6 of the Star Wars toys.
Yeah. And yeah, there's this idea of collectibles or whatever, but if the second you're thinking of this is collectible, this will be worth money, you're fucked. Everyone else has already done it. The guy who made the fucking thing has obviously made it, you know?
Yeah, and I feel like the people that do have $zillion worth of collectibles are never expecting to make money on them. They're just like, oh, I just had all this garbage in my
it's just some idiot like Logan Paul paying
$20,000 for this Pokemon card, you know? Oh, nice.
Yeah, I worked for this billionaire, whatever her name was. I don't know what her fucking name was, but when I was working in construction in New York City, and this woman, her late husband was one of the original Wall Street. He created one of the biggest hedge funds or something in the world. Anyway, I don't know his name. It could have been Bernie Madoff, sure. Let's just say it was Bernie Madoff. But they owned an entire floor of a building overlooking Central Park there. It's like, it's a hotel. That's the way all these guys work. It's like, it's a hotel up until like the 50th floor. And then after that, it's just like you own the entire floor.
Damn.
And this person, she was on like the 70th floor. I'm making that up. That could be any floor. And then what they did, they decided below them, 2 floors became available. So they bought those 2 floors and they renovated into like a double floor while also living in
Busted out a whole floor of a fucking building?
Yeah. They built a stairs going up in between these floors.
Oh, okay,
and
okay.
Also, when I got there, they were 5 years into the renovation, and those guys were still living upstairs. So they bought 2 floors of an entire building in
multi-million-dollar.
property. Billionaires. They were billionaires. Money where it's like they can spend 200 million on a thing and forget about it. They'd forget that they even own the property. Yeah. But the woman, she collected a bunch of bullshit memorabilia. I didn't get to see it, but when the foreman went up and he had all these photos, and it was all like stupid shit, like fucking Michael Jackson's glove and all this collectible dog shit. They're just so rich that they're like, let me just spend $100 million on like Marilyn Monroe's dress or whatever.
Let me get Walt Disney's swastika.
Ooh, there's gotta be some good. That's where the money is.
In Walt Disney.
There's gotta be money in Nazi.
Oh yeah, dude. We gotta sell it to like a museum though. So I think most people.
No, you don't. You keep it in a basement. We at dinner parties, you go, guys, anyone want to see Hitler's mustache?
Come down to my man cave.
I've got Hitler's mustache.
The coolest man cave ever.
Yeah. Well, didn't Bert Kreischer, Tom Segura bought Bert Kreischer,
I did
apparently.
see that. Yeah, like a teacup or something.
Yeah, I don't think that's real.
Yeah, I don't know. It could be movie magic.
I think that's movie magic. That's what these guys are all. Razzle dazzle.
Yeah.
Apparently, just so you guys know, inside scoop, they are close friends. I want you to know, no one else likes each other.
They're BFFs.
They actually genuinely are
BFFs.
2 bears in a cave. That's how I describe them. But most people, you hear about them, they show up, they work. They never say hello or goodbye.
Oh, yeah,
they just crush it broadcasting wise, and then they leave. And then I know people who know them. I know people who know them. And I was like, do they genuinely like each other? And they're like, swear to God, even when they're not doing the podcast, they're ringing each other every day, talking every day. So there you go. The one true actual. I would have put my life on it that they haven't spoken earnestly. I would have bet everything I own, which is minus $8,000. If you took all of my assets, I would have put everything that they despise each other. I would have
the same way. I think everything's fake now.
Everything's fake. Everything's fake.
That's nice to hear, though.
We're in a topsy-turvy world. You know what I mean? You got men winning women's sports. You got Trump's coming back. Biden is brain damaged. What's going on?
What the heck is going on?
What do you think is going on? Would you ever freeze yourself to come back? Immortality, is that a big thing on the
No. I think about my mortality a lot.
You do?
Yeah.
You don't look good.
Yeah.
You could. I think you're on the way out.
I think so too. That's constantly what I'm thinking. When in the wee hours of the evening, when I'm by myself in my bed, I'm thinking, I wonder how much longer I have left. But I never think about freezing myself. No.
To live forever.
No, I wouldn't want to live forever.
Well, you ever heard the expression, is that who wants to live to 100? People who are 99. That's a little expression.
That's a good expression.
No one wants to live to 100 until it's like your time to go and you're, ooh.
I don't want to go yet.
Yeah, exactly.
I still have so much more stuff to see. I still have so much more TV to watch and food to eat.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all we're doing, right?
Yeah, you sort of just make up fake things. I think life would be better if we all had a fixed expiration point. Oh. No one after 80 anymore. If anyone born now in the future, after today, 80, you're maxed out at 80. And if you don't live that long, sorry, just the way it is. 80 is it. Mandatory euthanasia. just you're wasting time. Also, it means then when you're like,
Pretty much what Dr. Fauci did. Anyways.
cut that. We're sponsored by Pfizer. Got the Pfizer ad read real quick.
And Cuomo too.
Yeah.
Cuomo had the same idea.
What?
Said if you're 80, sorry,
You're done.
you're finished. Die, and we'll put you in a fucking 18
You're
wheeler.
whacked. You're whacked. Sorry, dude. You're done.
Yeah, true. They
I
love
think
whacking their fucking.
the Gramps. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pop for sure.
I like that.
That's your new thing.
Yeah, like
Gardini-
a poetry slam.
Gardini came up with like a new. That's my thing.
I'll start doing that on stage.
Mr. Click.
I'll do a joke and be like, and then get back to a joke.
I think this could be a merch thing. This is going to hold it. Mr. Click.
Three snap clicker.
The tree snap.
That's what they're gonna start calling me.
But if you had a mandatory, listen, you're going to die at 80. That's not bad. That gives you like, you go, all right, I'm 30 now. So that like, you know,
Yeah, I think
it would put you, it would be pretty solid to know that that's you maxed out, and then your last 10 years would be chaos.
Yeah.
The last 10 years in your 70s, that would be wild. You would be doing some shit.
Yeah. Yeah, you could do anything. You'd be like, I'm gone in a month. Like, you're serving 10 years for rape. It's like, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm gone tomorrow.
The unwanted babies, we'll call them, would be through the roof. There'll be a lot of.
yeah,
There'll be a
yeah.
lot of.
Yeah.
That's
We gotta let them get abortions in that case. There'll be a lot more abortions.
There might be a lot more abortions.
Because you're getting sexually taken advantage of by 79-and-a-half-year-old dudes all the time.
Yeah, they're just running around. Just a gang
killing
of
people,
There's
yeah.
just a gang of 78-year-olds just pillaging.
Yeah.
Just pillage.
Just raping and pillaging
Just
and
running amok.
taking anything they want. There'd be pirates, dude.
What about the women, though? The women will also live to 80, so they'd be there
True.
nagging them. They'd be like, get Lawrence! Lawrence!
Quit raping.
Don't you go out and pillage tonight. He's like, shut up, bitch. I'm living my life, bitch. I lost my best years on you. Even the boys in their leather jackets. Just like the baseball furies running around the place, dude.
Yeah, warriors.
Just an old
Come out and play.
Warriors. Maybe they're all too old, though, to really do any damage. Like, by the time you're 78, you're going, I'm just going to watch TV. I don't.
Yeah, you just kind of want to chill, I think.
Yeah, you just want to relax, suck on a hard candy. Is that what you were expecting to say?
Yeah, it's just funny.
Yeah.
Old people love hard candy.
I don't know what that deal is with there, but I think this is a good idea for society. I think we're struggling with overpopulation. I think 80.
Well, Elon Musk says that we're not having enough babies, though. You ever hear him say that?
He
Which one is it? Who do you believe anymore?
It's either me or Elon Musk. Pick a
True.
side now, folks.
I choose you.
Cause you better. I'd be so upset if you chose Elon Musk over me. You've never been on his podcast.
True.
Elon
Does he
Musk.
have one?
Elon Musk also came out and said there's a high probability that we're all living in a virtual reality thing.
Yeah, he loves saying dumb shit.
He says
that.
all sorts of nonsense, right? Mm-hmm. How did he make his money? Apartheid?
I think
That's what they say. He made apartheid money, which I don't know. Like,
How the hell does that work?
I don't know. You
Parents owned a diamond mine, I believe.
diamond
shit.
mine. Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. I could be.
But apparently, yeah, they always just say he made money. His family made money off apartheid, which was like, I don't know what that means. They had a bunch of signs that said no segregation. Like, where's the money coming from? Right?
Yeah, Nelson Mandela stinks conventions.
Yeah. Down with Nelson Mandela shirts. Yeah, huge merch game with just Nelson Mandela's and an X through his face. Boo, criminal. Yeah, Mandela's a criminal.
He is
Oh wait,
a-
I think he was I lied. He was just an engineer. My bad.
Oh.
Who knows?
Who the hell you
dad was
coming
an
up with this
engineer.
stuff?
PayPal, that was him too, right? Didn't he make money on PayPal?
Yeah, that was him.
Oh shit.
He's a genius.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he like went to college when he was 15 and shit or whatever.
Did he?
Yeah, he's like a whiz kid.
Yeah, he's a billionaire. He was a born billionaire, wasn't he?
Genius level IQ.
He has to be freezing himself too, right?
Baby, dude, he's got like fucking 8 kids, I think.
Nice. Good for him. He's helping the population.
Yeah, maybe that's why he's saying it, because he's got like a baby mom that's like, Elon, stop having fucking kids. And he's like, no, I'm saving the planet.
Yeah, he doesn't get.
It's like, I'm making electric cars and I'm fucking as much as I possibly can for you guys.
I'm doing this. Yeah. Someone take the edge off here. Well, he doesn't seem to get much abuse about it. But Nick Cannon, they're all just like, yo, Nick Cannon, chill with the impregnation. Mm-hmm. He's like, nah, dude, this is God's way. We are the Jews. Mm-hmm. The black people are the Jews. Mm-hmm. Remember, he had a bit of a ruckus there for a little bit. Remember?
Yeah, what wasn't he? Hey, what the hell did he do?
I think he just said that.
Was he on a podcast? Right? Yeah, he was on a podcast and he was like,
he said that the blacks are the original Jews.
Oh, what's wrong with that?
I don't know.
There's dudes outside saying that every day. You don't fucking bother them.
The problem is
Nick Cannon's on the television and makes $1 million.
The Jews can't fire them people. That's the problem.
Yeah, the Jews don't own the sidewalks.
I never even looked into it. I never even read any of the books. I never watched, because Curvy Irving. What's that basketball player's name?
Kyrie Irving.
Curvy Irving. I couldn't remember the way it was. I knew it sounded something like that.
Curvy Earring's one of Nick Cannon's baby mom.
A curvy earring. I used to wear one of them when I was a teenager. Yeah. Nick Cannon says that getting a fresh haircut makes him feel like he can own the whole world. That's pretty sick.
Me too, brother.
That was like yesterday. That came out.
Damn, he must be getting haircuts a lot.
They say it's like an impregnation fetish.
Doesn't everybody kind of have that, though?
Maybe.
Doesn't everyone kind of want to bust inside some pussy?
I can bust on some tits sometimes. That's not
I like to do that too, but I mean...
Bust on some tits?
Yeah.
Breast bust? A little bit of a breast bust?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that either. I'm just saying, like, doesn't everyone kind of want to come in a pussy?
Unless they're fucking gay.
Yeah, I guess.
Sorry, gay man.
I don't want to have a kid, though, right now, but I would want to come in a pussy.
I would love to make a woman pregnant and then have her have an abortion. That's where the impregnation...
So progressive.
Of course. It's her choice. It's her choice that I'm convincing her to do. I've never made a woman pregnant, actually, so that's pretty sick.
Me neither.
No?
I'm not gonna worry.
Like, yeah, come on, bro. Come on. Bam. Shout out to the fucking No Swim boys.
Yeah, well, I worry that that's my problem.
You were, yeah? Keep your phone too close to your balls. Mm-hmm. There wasn't no rumors about that when, like, cell phones first came out.
Yeah, there's rumors about that. There's rumors about the laptops on your waist and the Mountain Dew.
The Mountain Dew, that's definitely accurate. Now, the rest of it, I'm not sure. The laptop on the balls, there's no way. There's no way a laptop
it's like heating them up. That's what they say.
It's like heating them up?
Heating them up too much is bad.
Yeah?
Yeah, but I don't know.
They also said tight underwear is bad. They say tight underwear is not good for you. You got to wear it nice.
Take off this thong.
You got your banana hammock.
Yeah. We got to see what Dr. Andrew Huberman says about it. He's always talking about sperm.
Which one's that?
He's the jacked guy with the beard that talks about, like,
he went on
brains and shit.
He went on Schultz and talked about jaw lines. Is that the show that advertise a jaw ball for me now?
Did he say that?
I think he said something about, like, humans used to eat rough, tough food, so then it would, like, grow our jaw. And now we're all, like, jawless, smoothie drinking losers. Yeah, and then he's like, so he sells a jaw ball where you squeeze the ball while you're working out, and then it gives you a nice big firm jaw.
You look like a Chad. Have you seen that?
Chad? Yeah, you look like Matt Rife just walking around going, yo, I'm at the fucking sell out the garden.
Is this the fucking is this the regular app? Is this the regular app or the Patreon?
This is a regular app.
Okay, then I'll tell you what I was going to tell you in another time. Because I just recorded a Patreon. Yeah, I'll tell you later.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Because I don't want to get anybody in trouble.
No. We're not in that world anymore. We're not in the trouble.
We talked about Nazis.
No. We have a very respectable podcast.
This is respectable. You got the new wall.
Got the new wall. Are you kidding me? Everyone said I couldn't do it.
Build that wall. Build that wall.
Everyone said I couldn't. It couldn't be done. It did take a lot longer than I expected. It was like 3
plywood.
Yeah, just bullshit plywood.
It looks very good.
Thank you, man.
No problem.
Did my best. Wallpaper was a nightmare. Should have just painted it, but whatever. Wallpaper was a nightmare.
Yeah, I never done that before.
So you, obviously, you gone on the road with Shane.
Yeah.
Who else did you go on the road with?
My friend Noel Miller.
Noel Miller.
Yeah, he's
Theaters.
a funny guy.
So you've probably played more theaters in last year than most comedians will their whole life.
Yeah, I'm a spoiled brat. I don't know what to tell you.
Little theater boy, huh?
It's very fun.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean that. It's fun. I'm lucky to get to do it,
That's sick.
and it's different for sure. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's the same. I do the same act I've done for the past fucking.
Makes no difference to me. I'm sticking word to word.
yeah, pretty
Those
much.
jokes be staying exactly.
It's hard because you can't really like fuck around as much, so I had to get used to that.
Think there's more pressure then?
Oh, 100%. There's thousands of people. It's so the first time I was so scared.
Yeah.
Me and Shane and Nate Marshall played the Symphony Hall in
Okay.
Atlanta,
Yeah.
and it was like huge. The lights were on, so you could see everybody in the fucking. Because everyone after the show at the bar was like, "We didn't even know you could do comedy there.
Oh.
Like, they just play the symphony there. We didn't know you could drink in there." And we would all just go. I'd talk about retarded people.
And they kept the lights on? That was like,
It was very bright and it was very intimidating.
oh my God, that sounds horrible.
But then, you do it more and you get used to it.
Yeah. I did it once with Santino. Did some fucking room and it was more or less just like I walked out, blacked out, came off stage, gone, oh.
Yeah, I kind of go blank too.
Yeah,
every
of
time.
course. Yeah.
Like,
You're
was that good?
You're thinking about other stuff?
It's like
Yeah, of course.
autopilot.
Yeah. You're completely just fucking inside. You're like going like on the outside, it's like la 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 la, and then inside,
I'm like, oh
my God, I'm dying. This is the worst.
It is getting better though. Like I just feel it's just the same thing, just bigger now. So
Yeah,
I got used to it.
I remember with the Santino at one point. I stepped to the left or to the right or whatever, and then like one of the lights started like blinding me, and then I was like, oh. And then I was like, wait a second, have I not been in the light the entire time?
Yeah, I worry about that.
And then I'm like, wait, could people just not see me for the first like fucking 3 minutes? And now that's all I'm thinking about for the
I
rest
worry
of it.
about that so much. Yeah.
And then I got off stage going, yeah. And they're like, no, you were well lit. It's just you stood into a spot where like the light was fucking hitting my eyes then suddenly.
The lights are weird, and the sound systems are always fucking. Like sometimes you get some where it's like deafening, and you can't even like. That's something that was new to me. Is like I can't even hear what the fuck I'm saying. I just gotta like trust that I'm speaking English because.
They give you a little headset, a little earpiece.
No,
just a nice little earpiece, dude.
So fucking loud, and I don't fucking move either. So I'm just like on this gigantic stage. I'm just standing right in the middle. But it is the best. I'm so lucky.
Yeah,
my
that's
friends.
sick, dude.
I'm lucky I got nice
Did you ever
friends.
bomb on any of these? Like really bomb?
No, well, with Noel I had it because Noel's crowds are different. With Shane and I have a similar sense of humor, so I feel more comfortable doing that. But Noel's, I gotta be like, less of a dickhead, pretty much, and like not be like, So it's very young crowds, and a lot of Noel's crowds like hadn't. A big percentage of his crowds like haven't been to a stand-up show before.
Yeah. You're talking mad shit about this guy's fan base, dude.
No,
Yo, this guy's, they don't know comedy at all.
No.
I'm
They're
joking,
just
I'm
like
joking.
younger kids. You
Yeah,
know?
of
So
course,
they don't
of
like
course.
the kind of shit that I sometimes do. So I got to do like a nicer set.
You need a real comedy savvy crowd, like Shane's drug addicts. I love this.
See, I don't want to talk about this anymore. Noel's crowds are good, but I have had, dude. One time there's. Because they all just want to see him, right? Like
Of course,
any
I get
theater
it.
show.
Yeah.
So I go out, and I was the only opener on his shows.
Mm-hmm.
And he's the fucking man, by the way. But I would do like 20 and then bring him out. And then people are just like, have no idea what the fuck I'm doing there. I just walk out to no God mic or anything. I just walk out.
Yeah. Horrible.
And there was a guy dressed as a minion one time.
What the?
In a show in Portland that we did. That was the one that I felt bad about. It was still fine, but like I felt the worst about that one because there's a dude in a minion that was just like, yeah, and like over and over again, you're just like a minion, and I was like, are you fucking retarded or something? And they didn't really like that. So I was like, oh geez. And then it got to a point where I was like, I wish there's a fucking sniper in the balcony right now and fucking put me out of my misery. I was like, I wish there's a red dot on my head right now. And
Just phone it in, phone in a favor, take me out.
Yeah.
I get it. There's you do it in New York too with some of the shows where there's a person on the lineup or whatever who's has a big fan base amongst younger audiences.
Mm-hmm.
But then
young people fucking hate me, dude.
But the young people, they don't like laughing. Like they're also crippled with anything that they have to be trained into thinking it's okay to laugh out loud, you know? Because some of these shows you do them too, and then at the end you go, that was horrible, and they all walk up and go, that was the funniest thing ever. You go, why weren't you making any noise out of your fucking head, you stupid bitch?
Dude, I did one the other day where they didn't even look at me. It was like the whole horseshoe of people around me, a smaller room, and they're all just looking at the floor while I'm like trying to speak to them. It threw me off. I was trying to. They're all. It was just a bunch of like foreign exchange students. Like look at just like. It was crazy. I was like, do you guys know this is like you watch this, right?
Yeah. But I remember years ago, like even knowing like a chick, and she had like such bad anxiety that like we were ordering food, and she's like, "Will you please ring for the food?" Like, you know, because she just like the idea of ringing a restaurant being like, hey, can I order pizza, was like, it was too much for her.
I've been like that. So when I smoke too much weed, I get like that.
Oh yeah, I've done that too. Where they go, I'm downstairs with the food. I go, just leave it there. Just leave it there. It's fine. Yeah.
He walked out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely went from a drug induced fucking paranoia or whatever. Yeah. But that was the first time. Now it seems like everyone's like that. Whereas like when I know younger people, it's like I'll ring them and then they'll hang up and then text me, go, yo, what's up? I go,
I do that to you sometimes.
Do you do that? You're like clearly able to talk. He's like,
No, not on purpose. But I missed you like whenever we.
Whatever. Sometimes I just ring because so much faster too. But some people won't talk. So this, I think that's why crowd work clips are going so viral, because people are the idea that someone
speaking to one another,
speaking to someone in just asking basic questions like, "How are you?"
Small talk.
They go, "What?" It's just small talk going viral. People dream of it. It's like,
how does this guy come up with this stuff?
Whoa, he's like a daredevil. This guy. It's the modern day Evil Knievel. This guy talked to 4 random people last night
in a row.
Whoa,
that must be a new world record.
Yeah. The young generation are fucked. They're fucked.
Yeah, I guess. Pardon me. I think I might be part of the younger generation.
You are.
I'm kind of
an old soul.
Yeah.
Is that how people describe you?
No.
Do you not get described as an old soul?
No, I don't.
You don't?
No. But I am also retarded. But like,
yes,
I feel. Compared to like certain people that I see that are just like on their phones all the time, I'm like, this guy makes me look like fucking Albert Einstein. You know?
Who's also retarded.
Yeah,
like,
true.
Great example. I hear you.
This guy makes me look like a Rain Man.
Yes. We go fishing. You're a little outdoorsy guy, huh?
I really want to go fishing soon, but now I'm in Queens. I don't know where to fish anymore.
Just head down to the Hudson. Go head down to the East River. There's people fishing around the places, but it's like disgusting. Head out to Bay Ridge. They're always out there. They're fishing in Bay Ridge. Loads of people. There's a pier out there in not Bay Ridge. Sorry, Sheepshead Bay. They're all out there.
I heard that.
They're all out there.
But that's salt water though too, right? I like my fresh water.
Yeah,
I like to catch bass.
Y'all talk shit to each other.
Yeah.
Yo, salt life.
Yeah, salt life.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's just different. I'd never done it before because there's no salt water by where I grew up. So
where'd you grow up? You Jersey?
Jersey, but like in the center of New Jersey. So it was always easier to go in lakes and ponds and stuff.
Yeah, that is the life.
Lakes and ponds.
Yeah, just you know what? As you get older, it was like you remember like Boy Scouts was like gay. Boy Scouts was gay. You're like this is, and you were like bully people for being a Boy Scout. And now when you're a 30-year-old man or whatever, you go, oh man, just a couple of boys in the woods making like swords with sticks and starting a fire and
roasting weenies,
singing James Blunt or whatever. Yeah, exactly. That sounds great. That sounds like heaven.
Yeah.
Bunch of boys camping, fishing, hunting, tying knot, learning how to tie a knot. Oof, that gets me going.
Yeah, me too. I miss it, especially now that I'm in the city. I miss
being a Boy Scout.
Wilderness.
The Bear Grylls.
Drinking my piss and going fishing.
I know this girl who works in public relations, and she was working with Bear Grylls, and they were promoting some whatever his latest show was, and they had to like they were like, all right, we'll get the. They were going from like interview to interview, and they were like, okay, the car's pulling up, and Bears was like, no, we'll walk. It's such a nice day, we'll walk. And then he's like brought them through Central Park, but they're all in work gear and all that type of stuff. And then he started just cutting through Central Park, like didn't follow the pavement at all.
He was off-roading.
He was literally going, let's just go this way. And so there's all these girls who are like 20-year-olds PR. They're all like wearing like high heels and their boots. And he's like, this way, let's go. Look at this. It's like he can't turn it off.
That would have made me so mad.
That he was like off-roading the whole squad.
Bear, get in the Uber.
No, he can't. He loves it. He goes, look at these berries.
That is nice. That
if you eat one of these berries, you might die. He was like,
oh, very nice.
Yeah, I love it. It was pretty sick.
That is nice. That is nice that he's actually that guy.
Yeah, he's just an absolute psycho. Rich kid.
Is that right?
Yeah, you don't climb Mount Everest when you're 12 if you're not like so.
Oh, we were just talking about on my podcast yesterday about Mingma David Sherpa. Do you know him?
No idea.
Silliest name of all time.
Ming Ding?
Mingma David
Sherpa.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And he was the youngest man to ever climb Mount Everest and
old?
K2. And the fastest man.
Ooh.
He's a little Nepalese fella.
Yeah, Nepal. But they're born up there. They're born halfway up the fucking road. They're already halfway there. That's
half
fair.
Goat, yeah.
He has an advantage. He's already up there.
Yeah.
Well, how old was he?
I don't even know. I just kept saying his name over and over again.
I don't even think they say Everest isn't even the hard one, right? Isn't it? Isn't Everest like the easy one where it's like just sort of like a walk? No? And it's like the other one. There's like a lot of ones that are actually difficult.
I don't know.
Like the real explorers don't look at Everest and go, congratulations. They think of that as like as a walk. The other one they look at is
K2.
K2 is the highest death rate to summit ratio.
Shout out K2.
So for every 4 people at summit, 1 person dies on K2.
Damn, it's 25% of death.
Are they women?
I mean, I don't know. The bodies are all up there, so you can find out.
You're telling me there's a fucking mountain full of dead women that I can go?
They're cryogenically frozen, dude.
This podcast, you see the whole pod, the listeners on the podcast just crashes. Go.
David Mingma Sherpa.
Well, who's that guy that didn't they say there's a story about these up the mountain in Everest somewhere, and then they all got trapped in a storm, and then one of the guys he killed the other guy he was with and ate him
into thin air.
Yeah, and then he pretended when he got down and rescued, he pretended that the guy
regular died.
He just died from in his sleep or something.
That's a good move.
And then for years people are like, nah, you killed him, dude. It didn't that happen?
I think so.
I swear to God that happened. And I know The Simpsons did like a parody of it, but I'm pretty sure that happened where there was a guy, which was what a great time to be alive. The ability to lie so easily. If you went back to the 1900s, lying was like just the best. You could just go, hey, I'm from Italy.
I'm from Nazi Germany.
Yeah, you could just move to America from Nazi Germany and go, no, it's never in Germany, no.
Yeah, no, I'm Nazi. What's that?
Never even heard of it.
I just love spaceships.
Yes.
What do you say we get to the moon?
Exactly, Operation Paperclip. But there was a great time of that. Just lying now you can't lie like that anymore.
No, not really. Lines, you can, but you have to do a much more elaborate scheme, I feel like.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to think, like the Swindler, remember him? He was a good liar.
The Tinder Swindler?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was pretty solid, yeah.
But he had like a whole system of lying.
He was great,
to do.
yeah. He even had guys in on it, remember? That was the best. It wasn't just cock-hungry whores. It was guys who were just thought they had a bromance.
Damn, he was pretending to be friends.
He was pretending to be friends with some of these guys.
What an evil dude.
They didn't. He swindled a lot more people that they didn't even make it into the documentary because he was.
That's pretty cool.
And then even now he's still crushing it, pretending that he was framed. But back in the day, the line was the best. Yeah, I know a guy who did 23andMe, and turns out they're Puerto Rican. And they thought they were Italian.
Oh,
because
no.
what happened was...
What bad news.
What happened was their grandfather moved here from Puerto Rico, met a girl, who wouldn't date anyone unless they were Italian. He's like, oh, I'm Italian, yeah. And then they got married, lived a whole life. The grandfather died, and it wasn't until they did 23andMe they go, what? He's from Puerto Rico. And then they're able to figure it all out that he just lied.
That's awesome too, though.
Yeah, that's great. I am that thing.
No. What?
Yeah, just go, I am that thing.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
go,
yeah.
Can I fucking crack open your daughter, sir? And he goes, no, you must be Italian.
Mamma
And he
mia.
goes, oh, I'm a very Italian. Why, you speak Spanish? No reason. He's just speaking Spanish, just a Puerto Rican guy just breakdancing, wearing jorts or whatever.
Oh, that reminds me of a kid I went to school with. His last name was Patel.
Yeah.
And when I grew up...
Indian?
Yeah. And when I... How'd you guess?
Got it.
But where I grew up at the time, especially... Back then, like, right after 9/11, everyone was being racist to, like, Indians, too, about it.
Yeah. They weren't getting... Yeah.
So everyone would be, like, smelly, smelly. And his name was, like... His last name was Patel.
Wait, everyone would be... What? They would be
They're
like...
like, you're smelly, your dot on your head.
So they'd see him go, smelly, smelly, smelly.
Well, you know, they'd like... That was a classic joke you'd make to, like, Indian kids back in the day.
That they
Not
smell.
me.
No.
I would never do something like that.
They do. They stink like shit. These guys. I get it. It is what
Yeah,
it
so
is.
they fucking made fun of him for being Indian, and he got to a point where he was like, "No, I'm actually Italian." And his last name was Patel. And he
Nice.
tried to tell people that he was Italian.
He go, oh, shows up in a leather jacket. Hey, Patel. It's Patelino.
This little thing of ours, and it's a 7-Eleven.
Absolutely.
I'm going
That's-
to make you a Slurpee you can't refuse.
oh, it's Tony. I go by Tony now. Absolutely. Good for him.
Yeah, that was a sick lie. He tried to get away with it. We were all like, "No, you're not, Stinky. You're not Italian."
If you saw him on the street, everyone would go, yo, Stinky Patel.
Yeah, that's what they called him, dude. I wouldn't call him that now, though.
No,
I'll just call him by his name, which I won't say.
good. Don't.
But there's probably like take like 5 guesses and probably nail it.
Yeah. It must have been fucking sick. If you were to go back in time now, the early 1900s, like, it's almost like it would be a superpower knowing how much you could lie and get away with stuff. Like, I'd just be killing people on the street. Be pretty solid, you know what I mean? Just murder your wife.
Well, you could have family. They had the family. In
You
a
could have
different
multiple.
town.
You could be a mailman and have multiple families all across America. That's how good America used to be. Is that enough income? You could have multiple families. And then if any of them ever asked why you're on the road so much being a mailman, you'd just be like, "Shut the fuck up, bitch," and
you
just
could
like,
hit her.
yeah, you could kill her, and then you'd move to another country, another town, and just like grow your hair longer and change your name to Patel. You know, you could just do anything. Like
No,
that.
I'm Puerto Rican.
Yeah, exactly. You could just
Now
show.
I'm Puerto Rican.
You just
now I'm Italian. You just keep changing your race every time.
That's
you tell your
exactly it.
life.
That was it. Yes, what a great time.
The good old days.
This is like pre-fingerprints, probably. You know, in terms of the technology to read them. I'm sure we didn't just grow fingerprints in the because of the GMOs in the food.
Good point.
Do we have any questions from the Patreon here now? This tranquil, awkward energy in the room that Sean
Yeah,
brings.
it's been bad.
No.
I'm sorry.
You are a very zen-like warrior outdoors. Like a lot of silence in the room, but that's fine.
Yeah, you know.
That's your vibe, dude. Don't worry about it. Don't
No, I hope everyone's enjoying the show.
and check out your podcast.
Yeah, the super
Shawn Gardini
ultimate
show.
audio visual experience.
Say it again. I stood all over.
The super ultimate audio visual experience.
And who do you
Brought
hold-
to you by Christian and Sean for your viewing and listening pleasure.
Yeah, Christian. I don't know that guy.
Yeah,
But
Big Chrissy. He's a big bastard. He's a good friend.
check it out. Was there any questions in there or no? There wasn't.
What the hell?
Well, you might as well just make one up. There must have been something from the last one.
You guys are talking about dying. I was going to ask how you want to die, ideally. You have an ideal
Great.
death? I don't know. All right.
Now I'm bummed out. I was full of life, and now I'm sad. Yeah, I don't like to think about that.
How you like to die?
Yeah, I'd rather. See, when you ask me a question like that, I go, I'd want to live forever. But I know I don't actually want to live forever. I guess slow and nice, so I could say goodbye to everyone I love and bother them by having them visit me in the hospital.
No, something like a stray bullet would be sick.
I'd like to be a burden for a couple months before I go.
Yeah. Oh, really, really drag it out. Oh, I'm dying. Post a thing.
I love you so. I would just be giving wisdom.
I want to produce a special.
Yeah,
things like that. You know, really drag it out. Yeah. Make sure all of your old friends come visit you. They have to come visit you.
They have to. If
They have
not,
to.
You're screwed.
Hey, I'm dying. Smelly Patel, we got to talk.
I always loved you.
Yes, I want to apologize for calling you stinky brown face.
Yeah, I was a dickhead in school, honestly.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. I'm sure there was some
I
people.
regret a lot of that stuff.
Looking back, I'm sure there was some people that was like, probably you were like, oh, that Colum guy was a dickhead and he really ruined my high school experience. I'm sure there was like a few of them. But at the time, it's also like, there was other kids that would do the same things to me. So it was kind of just a circle of life. You know what I mean? Shit falls down, you little dork.
Yeah, it's trickled down.
Oh, now you're getting this
Trickle down bullying.
Nerd. You got it.
Got it.
Fill that spot in with noise in the next one. What's the question here now, bro? Go read us this question, David Caggiano.
All right, this one comes from Drake.
And if you want your questions,
Drake?
The Drake,
Big
fan, he
Aubrey
unfollowed
Graham?
me.
He unfollowed you?
Yeah,
He followed you though?
no,
He follows comedians.
he always follows bad comedians. Yeah, so why am I involved in that? All these every now and again you'll hear of a celebrity like Jamie Foxx too follows a lot of random comedians before
He just had a stroke as well.
Yeah, it's a shame. I like Jamie Foxx.
Me too. I met him once.
The triple threat. The triple threat, they call him.
Yeah,
He can sing, he can dance.
triple threat.
He's very good at comedy.
He is.
Do you ever watch his stand-up?
No.
You gotta blow that shit out.
That's what he said.
Yeah, I remember watching it when I was like 14, 15 going, what is this black shit? Like, it's so
dude.
beyond the cultural difference between an Irish
Yeah.
teenager and, stoner black jokes, you know? Because he does this thing and like he would do a bit and every time he'd finish a bit, he goes, you gotta blow that shit out. And like at first no one really knows what he's talking because he just meant, right? And then every bit that he ends throughout the hour. So he does it like 5 times throughout the show. By the time he does the 4th one, he goes, you gotta blow that shit out. The whole crowd goes, you gotta blow that shit out. And they're like loving it. And then he ends on this, you gotta blow that shit out. And the crowd goes, wow. It's wild. It's not like a callback to anything because he just says it once. And like it's just a running.
That's crazy.
It's like, and I'm watching this going, what the fuck is he talking about? No, I've never been at the club. No, I've never been at a club, Jamie Foxx. What are you talking about?
The club.
Yeah, he had a very good impression of a guy in a wheelchair getting in a fight or something like that. The guy, he's like dragging himself along the ground. He's dragging himself up and down the stage. Classic.
He's animated.
He must be the best of all the, like, all-rounder, Singing,
Well, yeah.
singing, acting, stand-up. Probably dances a little.
Donald Glover would have something to say about that.
That is
Jamie Foxx was the first Childish Gambino.
that is true. But I think Jamie's stand-up is better, his acting is better, and his music, to me, is probably better. But I don't really know Jamie. I don't know the Childish Gambino guy.
Donnie.
I don't really know much about him.
He's pretty talented.
Yeah.
But who gives a rat's hat about that?
Talent is overrated, dude. It's all about views. Now,
And if Drake follows you or not. Now, what did that joker say?
So if you want to get your question asked, head off to patreon.com/Colum Tyrrell. And we always end every episode with a question from the fans. Come on now.
All right, I got 2. The next one's a quick one, but from Drake. You're on the run. How many female cops does it take to take you down?
You're on the run. How many female cops does it take to take you?
Apprehend you.
I don't know. See, the problem is with the word cops there. But do you want to take the lead on this one, Shawn?
Well, the funny answer is to be like 100 couldn't take me down, but I think one fat one could get me for sure. Right?
Yeah,
I'm not a big guy. A fat lady could definitely throw the cuffs on me.
Yeah, or some chick just walks up to you and goes like, "You suck at stand up," and you're like, "You just
I would get so sad.
You just sit down. You go, oh, "Take me away."
Shot to the heart.
Yeah, I saw you open for Shane. That one that you bombed so bad, dude. That was terrible. And you go,
Lock me up and throw away the key.
"Oh yeah, there was a guy dressed as a minion," and you're like, "Oh yeah." That's how you could really get me emotionally.
Yeah.
But also, what about instead of just the fucking pigs arresting you, How about if it was like the Latin Queens, you know? Like there's one of those gangs that fucking beat the fuck out of each other and they're like, whatever. They're lesbians, but they probably don't even find each other attractive, you know, because they're just the toughest broads. The View, exactly, yeah. So, you know, I mean, like...
They could probably get me too. Huh?
I'd be pretty scared.
Tough lesbian gang.
I'd be pretty scared about going into the female prison and having some fucking cholo chick beat the living fuck out of me and then just claim me as her bitch.
Then you got to eat her pussy on command.
Yeah. Oh no. Actually sounds not bad, actually.
Yeah.
Imagine that, having all the benefits of having a boyfriend, you know, security and feeling protected, but also getting to eat some sweet, sweet puss.
Good point.
But do they all have hairy boxes in prison?
Probably.
They're all hairy.
Just shaving with the top of a tuna can. You know?
You never think of them making tools to shave their fucking pussies.
Well, I hope they get razors. I'm sure they get. That's basic.
No,
hygiene,
you're
right?
getting shanked up, dude. If you're
true.
They are shanked. They're not wasting that on fucking. They're plucking them out, maybe. Plucking them. You've got so much time.
Yeah, that's the bitch's job.
That is true. But I don't know how many.
Never mind.
How many women could I really go through? It depends on the scale, but the average cop must have some sort of a, you know, she has a gun, things like that. But I've heard of.
If I have two guns, it's over, dude.
You know, in
I'm
Ireland,
going John Wick.
Yeah, of course. Also, she's on a try shoot at you. She'll miss. She'll fucking.
yeah. I see the videos.
It comes back, cracks him in the face.
yeah.
They have the recoil.
They can't even kill people.
Yeah, there's recoil to the face, bang. But in Ireland, you know, they don't have guns. Like, you got to be.
That's fucking nuts.
You got to be a special type of cop to have a gun. Where they only show up when there's people have guns. So I've heard of stories of like women doing stuff to like men, and they just get their head put through a fucking wall, and it goes, yeah, sorry. Because people fight off cops, and then every now and again one of them will be a woman, and then that guy, he's this big fucking 18-year-old who just wants to, I'm not a fucking take your head off.
Yeah, of course.
I'm trying to save my life here.
yeah.
I'm not take your head off.
What do they have? Do they have clubs or mace?
They do. They have the fucking so that it comes
shit.
out. I think they have those ones where if it comes, it's almost like a
my dad used to have.
It's like one of those lightsaber toys, and your daddy had one of them, but those things fuck you up.
Yeah, I bet.
But again, all you got to do is just get past that one thing, and then you're.
Yeah, once you get your hand on it, you fucking.
Yeah. That's what they do. They hit you with the bats. I've also heard of there was some crazy guy. So a friend of mine was in his apartment. There was a crazy guy trying to burn it. So someone rang the cops or something. And this guy who was in the apartment, he wrestled the guy to the ground. They rang the cops. A female cop shows up, and then she was like, "Can you put the handcuffs on him?" Because she was like, "I'm scared." Because the guy was like, "Rah!" So he had to get the handcuffs off and tie him up. Crazy.
You should ask for money.
You should ask for taxpayers' money back.
Yeah.
These chicks, but I'm sure there's a lot of chicks out there that would just would end me.
Yes.
And not even like really tough women, just like any chick that did boxercise for a week or two. Anyone, anyone that just regularly does a little bit of Zumba classes is probably gonna beat the living fuck out of me.
Yeah,
to be
same.
honest.
I'm not very fit.
Nah, fuck that. Who are you, Matt Rife?
I've been thinking about getting fit, but I don't think I can. I don't have it in me.
Nah, you're too old now. You're done. Forget about it, dude. So that's the question. Yeah, there you go. I would say 4 women would be able to get me.
That's a good. This is a quick one, and I don't know if you like soccer at all, but I guess it might be more for Collie. But Nicholas Vandersloot just wants to know, new soccer fan, what Premier League team represents the backwoods hillbilly type like myself? They need a team to root for.
Oh, you wouldn't have a clue about this.
No, absolutely not.
The problem is all the hillbilly teams, they tend to not be in the major leagues. That's the issue. Right. It's like they usually don't have a big enough fan base, because the cities is where you generate all the fans, and then they can afford to buy the best players. So usually all the real cool hillbillies are outside. But I guess I always like Newcastle. Newcastle is almost like Jersey Shore style idiots. You know those Italian Staten Island idiots? That's like Newcastle is like that. It's a working class oil town. They're all super shallow. The show Jersey Shore was remade in England in Newcastle called Geordie Shore, because Geordies are what they all call each other. But those guys just came into some beautiful, beautiful Arabian blood money.
Oh,
So,
nice.
yeah, it's just some like, I don't know who the fuck bought
I
it.
see. So now
Yeah, one of these Arab princes just went and like bought a Newcastle and then just gave them hundreds of millions of dollars to buy as many players as they want. And now suddenly they're one of the best teams in the country.
I don't know much about soccer at all, but I assume from the outside looking in, isn't that most every good team?
Yes. Every team is pretty much all you got to do is just be a billionaire, buy a team, chum another $500 million, and go buy yourself whoever you want to buy. Go buy Ronaldo, go buy this guy. All those Arabs are making money, man. That's what we should be getting into. We should be getting into like Arab oil money.
That would be
I
nice.
think we're wasting them. Patreon's gone. No one's using Patreon anymore. It's finished. So I think we got to diversify into Arabian oil money.
Let's do it.
Yeah. All right. All right. That was a lot of fun, right, folks? For the legend guard dog. Do you have any
Thank you
questions?
for having
Do you have
me.
any questions? Anything left unsaid there?
No.
Any bad thoughts running through your head where you wanted to go? I just wanted to address Smelly Patel earlier. That was a joke.
No, I don't regret anything I said about him. I do regret talking about stand-up comedy. I feel gay for doing that.
No,
whenever
I
do
brought
on
it up.
the
I brought it up.
podcast.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Well,
Well, we talked about fish. We talked about stand-up comedy. You don't have a whole lot else going on.
Sure,
there, Sean.
you're right.
So this is, and we talked about Hitler as much as we could. Like we
yeah,
milked it.
sorry for talking about Hitler too.
No, it was a great episode. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.